Okay, I better shut this mister. It's a bit chilly out this morning. There we go. You just enjoy the bed. Little treat this morning. Here we go. How about this morning, mister? We have some freeze-dried beef liver. Yum. Okay, I'm not going to turn the furnace on just yet. It's a little bit chilly, but it's not bad. Oh, okay. All right. Fix your shirt, girl. Fix your hair. Oh, sorry about the hair, but it's just like barely 5 o'clock this morning. I want to get this video done because, oh God, because this morning I want to have a workout, get all cleaned up, I'm going to Alpine today. Alpine is a very famous place that my friends have, and they've invited me for a feast tonight. I already had to switch phones. My phone memory on the other one is so bad. Anyways, okay, so I had some issues, technical issues already today with this video. I skipped a part, and then I dropped my phone, and then the first phone went dead and blah. Anyways, what I was trying to get at was the fallout from betrayal and how one thing leads to another, etc., etc. And I was trying to bring you up to speed in a bullet form of from the betrayal till now without going into the story, because you can get the story if you watch videos for the last couple of weeks. There's 2 or 3 short videos on the situation and a couple of songs as well. So you can always just go back and have a peek there if you want. But the point is all the things that changed since the betrayal, which is going to lead us up to how this scamming thing ties into a fallout from betrayal. So I'm just going to stop here now. I know this might be weird for you as a person who's watching, but I'm going to stop here now and then carry on to where it should have started earlier. Anyways, it talks about the last 9 years with these folks and the changes that have come about. So thank you for bearing with me. Hopefully one day I'll get better at these skills. I'm much better at writing songs than I am doing videos. Anyways, here you go. So I've changed my routine. The 9-year routine that I had is no longer. And it's not just like that for me. All the people in the class, their routine has been changed permanently as well, even though they still go there in the morning. I don't know if all of them do, because I only hear through the grapevine now. But I'm sure that many of them do, and that's good. I'm glad they're keeping up with their fitness. I've joined a gym, so I'm keeping up with my fitness because, as you all know, that's what I believe in, is keeping healthy and as fit as I can. Anyways, that 9-year routine has changed for myself and about 18 other people. The other thing is, behind those big black gates after this happened, this incident that Elle did, she created it. There's been a lot of, we're going to call it misinformation, because that seems to be the trendy word these days when people lie. They don't just say they lie, they say they misinformation, dis or misinformation. So let's go with the trendy word. When Elle did this, I don't know what kind of story Elle said to everybody, but she must have said something, because she's got a lot of support for her behavior. And she got support from her spouse to do what she did. So that's weird to me, but whatever. Yeah, I'm weird. So, but anyways, so what I'm getting at is, Elle went out there and totally 100% betrayed me, but she has no accountability for it. You know, I waited a week after she did this before I even uttered a word, because I was hoping during that week Elle would realize the error of her ways and contact me and ask to meet with me and talk about it, and nothing like that happened. She never, to this moment, has never contacted me. Lots of other people contacted me, got letters and stuff, but that's all in past videos. But yeah, I still haven't heard a word. So that clearly means that she has a clear conscience. Good on her. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she goes to sleep at night, knowing that she willfully went out there to hurt somebody. Now, her supporters and herself are going to say, oh, she didn't mean to hurt you. No, she didn't think She didn't put any thought into it. She just jumped into the drama of somebody else and just became a very willing, not just participant, but an instigator of this whole change in my life and other people's lives. The other thing is she has no accountability, none. The other thing is I've had a loss of income. Now that income paid for my groceries, my laundry, my going out for dinner once a week. That's what that income covered. Basically what you would call your spending money, not your bills. It didn't pay any bills. There wasn't that much that it could pay a bunch of bills, but it definitely was enough that it changed my lifestyle in a huge way now. Now I'm careful. If I buy one loaf of bread now, I know I have to make it last me a week, not like 3 or 4 days like it used to, right? If I buy apples, I'll buy 2. If I buy bananas, I'll buy 3. So I really have to watch the budget now in a way that I haven't had to since my children were little. It's a long time ago. So thank you, Elle. Thank you for getting me back to the basics, right? Yeah, good on you. Okay. So anyways, I started looking for work, right? I knew I had to replace my income somewhere. And let me tell you, 72-year-old women aren't in great demand for employers. Maybe they think you're going to croak on them, or I don't know, hurt yourself or something, cause insurance claims. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So that was a dead end street for me for a couple of weeks. So I started looking at things online, and I accepted this one offer, and they said that if I put in my training time for 4 or 5 days, that'll earn me $200, and then I can go on to actually earning money. And I thought, well, that's great. Like, I'll put in that week and earn $200 for training. They pay you for the training online. So I did all that. But guess what happened? It was time for now me to earn that, to receive the $200 training. But something else happened. All of a sudden, when it was time to take my training money and move forward to actually doing the work for an income, I was told that I needed to pay cat hair. I had to pay money to continue. See my face? That didn't go well because I didn't have any money. Nothing. So I argued a little with her, and I said how this is wrong. You should have been upfront in the beginning and all this kind of stuff. They don't care. Okay, this is all part of my next song. How they don't care. They scam you and they don't care. So they got the work out of me. And they are doing this to thousands and thousands of people. Thousands. I'm learning that. So the $200 I earned, they got to keep. That's it. So I'm not going to go into all of it because it's too long of a story. It was 5 days of story. What I'm going to tell you is it was a scam. The job was a scam. Now, after a few days, I realized, gosh, I got to put fuel in this house of mine, and I have to get some propane for the heat for the winter. I got to do all kinds of stuff. I'm not earning the money to carry me through. And I applied again for another online job that came my way. But this time I'm going to be really clever. I'm going to ask all the questions up front. So such as, will there be any point in time now or in the near future where I will have to pay you money to continue my work once I'm done my training? I asked all the questions, all of them that I could think of. I was guaranteed, no, there's a way you can do it manually. Yes, you could. They call it reinvest your money back into it so that you can earn even more. But I wasn't interested in reinvesting because I need the income now. So I'll just earn the basic wage. Okay, so I was guaranteed you can do that. You can do that manual, or you can reinvest to earn even more money. So I went the manual route. Well, guess what? We got to a point. Now, this is with a completely different company, different people, but the system was identical. Oh, and also what I had to do the first time around, I had to open a crypto.com account in order for this, because it's a US, there's nothing in Canada online that I could find. I had to go to US. So the crypto.com is where, when you earn money for them, it goes into the crypto, then they withdraw it. And then that's where you also get your earnings put, and then you withdraw it to your account. So it's very complicated, but it was a lot of training to learn it all, which I did. I did all that. So this system was looking much the same, but she guaranteed me, right? She said, no, you can do it manually where you don't have to reinvest. Okay, so now we're on day 2. I didn't get as far as day 4 because I was more skeptical now. Again, not trusting. This is what betrayal does to you. You learn to not trust. So she wants money from me now so that I can earn more. But they needed that assurance. I said, I don't have it. I'm sorry. I do not have it. You told me, you promised me that I could do this in a way where I don't have to put money into it. No, she said, well, I did mention that you could reinvest your money that you're earning. You don't have to come with more money. I said, well, how do I do that? And she said, well, I have to have your bank account information. No employer in my entire life has ever asked me for my bank account information. She said, well, no, this is different now. And in these days we have to, because it's online work. And so on, all the reasons why they needed my bank account information. I said, look, can't we do this without that? Because maybe when we get to the point where you will pay me, then I can give you my bank account so you can deposit the money. But you told me it would get deposited into crypto.com and I would take it out from there. So why do you need my bank account information? There's just so many questions, no answers. I'm not getting anywhere. Finally, I shut it down. So, oh no, before I shut it down, there was one other question. So this first company that called themselves Disney Plus, oh, they also said they were interested in my lyrics to make jingles for the trailers that they do. They just said that they went to my YouTube channel and saw that I have all these songs and I must be a songwriter. But anyways, that went flat on its face. Anyways, so the company, even though they said it was Disney Plus, when we started doing the exchange, in the training session, when we started doing learn how to deposit the money into the crypto account, deposit what I earned, and then give it to them so that they can reinstate more work for me, and then so on, and then I would get paid, and then I would supposedly keep my share and they get their share. And none of that worked out. But the name of that outfit from crypto.com, the account was called Arbitrum 1. Arbitrum, Arbitrum, and then the word 1, ONE. Well, guess what? This second outfit that had nothing to do with the first one. It wasn't Disney, it wasn't anything. It was all about household goods and supplies and all that kind of stuff. But it was the same system. Guess what? The same crypto wallet used was for Arbitrum 1. So let me just say to everybody out here, if you are looking for an online employment, there are some questions to ask first. And you still might get scammed. I don't know. But one of them is, how will I receive my funds from you? How will I pay my Canadian taxes from you? What is the name of the company that I'm actually working for? Do I need a crypto.com account? Does Arbitrum 1 have anything to do with this? Will there be any point where I need to give you money or give you my training earnings in order for me to further work for you? So many questions to ask people if you're out there looking for online jobs. I mean, I Google searched the names. The websites came up looking incredibly official. There's great big long stories and history and information to read. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say other than they didn't actually. The first one did get my earnings, excuse me, for my training. They got my training money, okay? But the second one didn't, because I didn't let it go that far. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's early. Cough, cough. So, getting to summarize again up this story before I let you hear the song I wrote about it. It's called Here a Scam, There a Scam. And it's a lighthearted look at scammers. It's not a sad song. It's just a lighthearted look. But anyways, to sum it up, one thing leads to another. Isn't there a song? One thing leads to another or something. I can't sing. I can only hear it in my head. I can't get it out the way I want it to sound. You know that. Anyways, one thing does lead to another, and so on. In my case, L's betrayal of my trust led to me leaving, led to me losing my income, led to me losing my routine, led me to looking for more work. Tough to get a job at this age, but I needed to replace the income, so it led me to looking for work. It led me to online search. And that's it. That's where it sits. There's a lot of scammers out there. So that one betrayal led me here. And I hope that anybody who's in any kind of situation like this, especially if you're needing work, that's what this video is really about. Please do tremendous amounts of homework on it. If you're doing an online job, do so much research on any company that says they want to hire you. And I'm going to leave it now with my new song. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's called Here a Scam, There a Scam. And I also want to say I'm going to live my life with purpose, with passion, and positive intention. So I won't let this get me down. I'll keep going, no matter what. Sending all my love to everybody out there that wants it. I hope you're having lots of love in your life. And until the next video, take care. Enjoy this song.
Here a scam, there a scam. Everywhere it seems, round every corner, there's a sneaky low-down scheme. Looky here, now looky there. Someone wants your money, as for you, they do not care. They just want your money, honey. When it seems you're getting nowhere, no matter how where you look, you're not alone, there's many more who got snagged on baited hook. Here a scam, there a scam. Everywhere it seems, round every corner, there's a sneaky low-down scheme. Times get tough, as we all know. The ups and downs are many. You'd better put your helmet on. The ruts in the road are plenty. Was it the cell phone or the doorbell? Or maybe it was your watch that sent your info far away for wicked scammers to play their game. Here a scam, there a scam. Everywhere it seems, round every corner,